So, as you can tell, the questing in the game is, pretty common. It's nothing too crazy, revolutionary. I mean, point A to point B, kill 10 of these, kill 10 of those, collect these items, use a summon mob, typical stuff you see in MMOs nowadays. Where the differences come in this game is, one, the customability of the characters is huge. That is a wonderful thing in this game that I think adds a lot to it. The second part of it is that you have the rifts and the dynamic events and other stuff that's constantly going on. That stuff is adding another layer of gameplay that is just a blast. I don't know how else to put it. Did we go too far? Yep. That's what we get for following me.
A little bit. I should know better. Not that I have a better sense of direction, but still.
I go precisely where I need. Back to the conversation.
Okay, Gandalf.
Thank you. There's always something to do with the idea. Between trade skilling, grouping adventures, which come all the way through the first instance actually in the zone, all the way to doing rifts and zone events and things like that. There's always something to do. You're never really stuck. If you don't feel like doing questing right now, we'll go do something else. PvP gives good experience. There is PvP in this game. It's very well done. You're never really stuck. And I love that. I love a game that gives you options. Definitely options. Plus, it's fun to play around with different souls. It's fun to play around with souls. I really enjoy that aspect of the game. Finding out exactly which combination fits you, finding out if there's a way you can make your guy a little more powerful, get the DPS a little bit more. That's really fun. If you're a spec kind of person, someone that likes making builds, this game does allow respecs and things like that. So you can just play with those trees to your heart's content, and that is a lot of fun.
For all the min-maxers out there.
Exactly. Min-maxing is definitely possible in this game. But not entirely necessary, though. You can still be viable without going too crazy with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that in the middle of the screen right now, that is an invasion callout. What that is saying is that there is an invasion either happening or starting to happen or ongoing right now. I believe it is probably happening up here, though, in the main area. This is the main town for the Guardians. Ironforge is what it used to be in World of Warcraft and Vanilla. This is the Ironforge here, or Kinos if you're playing EverQuest 2. There's always that one town in sight. You can see rifts are starting to open up here. There's an invasion going on up here right now. So right now, if this was uncovered on our map, there would be just tons of guys attacking different locations, and anybody in the zone could just jump right in and start, earning rewards and having fun and join a group that's wandering around.
Good to see you.
Okay, so we'll grab these paints. We'll grab that sword.
Best of luck.
Something I will show you. This is the looking for group tool. Now, this looking for group tool is extremely different than a lot of the games I've played. The looking for group is not just dungeons in this game. Yeah, it does have dungeons. You can, choose your role. In my case, it's just damage right now because I don't have any other roles unlocked. But I could choose damage. I could do a random Storm Legion expert, which obviously I can't do because I'm level 7 on this guy, and that's the expansion. But random normal dungeon, and it'll place you in something you qualify for. Or you can go in here and pick an actual dungeon. So the Realm of the Fae is the first dungeon. It's really fun, by the way. A beautiful zone. And the dungeon fights, the actual boss fights are pretty cool in there. It starts at level 15. And then you can see it goes all the way through. There's always something to do all the way through the game. And then at the end of the game, there are expert versions, hard versions of all the different places you can go, well, most of them at least, that allow you to get gear. And then there's stuff in the new zones, expert zones and Storm Legion. See, Realm of the Fae is actually level 50 on the expert level. So this is all pretty typical. Basic stuff, looking for group tool. There's also the Rift tool, which I will. Okay. This one you can join, and it just puts you in a group that is currently doing rifts. You can join them, jump from rift to rift, and get instant action in that sense. Then there's the quest one. Don't think it's going to show anything in the quest one because I'm low level, but as you get higher in levels, around level 50, what this is this is some of the major quests, group quests and things like that. And it allows you to actually join a group that's doing these quests, or put yourself out there saying that the first group that appears, put me in a group, make me into a group. So I want to do this quest, I need help. And this will help you find a group of people to do this quest. So you don't have to shout out looking for somebody, things like that. There's also something else called Instant Adventure that'll come up from time to time. Instant Adventure, I believe, is similar to this, or it is this. I'm not exactly sure the logistics of that. But what it does is it takes you from event to event, and it actually warps you. So if I was to hit yes to Instant Adventure, what would happen is my character would actually disappear from here, appear where the group is, I can jump right in and do the adventure. For example, on the last Christmas season, I had logged in and I hit Instant Adventure, and what it did is it took me to all the Christmas events. I joined a group of about 6 people, and we were just going around the world from event to event, taking out the Christmas world bosses, taking out the Christmas invasions, taking out all of that, earning tons of Christmas currency, so I can go back and I can turn that in and get all kinds of neat Christmas special gear. And it was just a blast. You do 3 or 4 of them with the group, you end up saying hi to some of the guys work together, you start working more like a group, and it really is a lot of fun. This game doesn't force you to play with people, but if you want to play with people, it definitely has the tools to do so anytime you want.
I love that idea too.
It is fantastic. The idea of
prepared, Ascended.
The actual multiplayer aspect of the MMOs, I think, is getting lost in a lot of games. And what this does is it makes it very easy to just jump in, join other players, and be rewarded for that. And I think that's great.
Big time, yeah.
Okay, so I just got a quest. It's right here. It's Guardian of Ways and Means. What this quest does is it's basically a daily quest is what it is. That little circle arrow is considered a daily quest. I can do this every day. What it wants me to do is it wants me to kill rift creatures. So creatures at rifts and creatures that came out of rifts that are on their way to footholds, anything like that. It wants us to take them out in Silverwood, and then there's a reward for it, and of course it's available the next day. Those go all the way through the game. That's where most MMOs just have dailies at the high levels, so you have something to do when you've maxed your guy out. This one has dailies all the way through. There we go.
What do you need of me?
Let's train the trade skill. You can have a total of 3 trade skills in this game. Combination any way you want. You can have, the way I did it is I have 1 gathering, and then I have 2 trade skills themselves.
With knowledge, victory.
Okay, so that made me a novice butcher. So it's right here. Pull it up. And this is just making hides. So as long as I'm near the right thing, I can just make hides. In this case, I don't think I need to be near anything. I just make hides. For every soft hide, I make a soft leather. And as your level goes up, you go back to the guy, you train more and more and more until you got a big old long list of stuff you can make. Like I said, not too crazy. Pretty basic trade skill system, but definitely not bad. Not extremely challenging, but very useful, some of the items you'll get from it. What I'll do is at the very end, when I switch over to my main character to show you planar attunement and things like that, I will show you a quick look at some of the higher end recipes. So you kind of get a taste for the usefulness of some of the stuff you can make and the concepts behind them. Okie doke.
I think we have a, did you have a quest turn in?
I do. I did not see that until just now.
Telora has fallen.
Oh, planar lure. And we'll talk about that in a moment.
Second chances are never easy.
Okay. Planar lure. So what this does is on the map, is there on the map right now I can show you? No. On the map, sometimes you'll see these little light blue, they look like a tear in reality. What that is a, let's see the best way to describe it. That is a rift that is not fully opened. So what you can do is you can go over, use your planar lure ability, and it will actually rip the rift open and start the rift. So you're kind of giving it a little push. That's the best way to describe it. And of course, once the rift is started, you can jump in and take it out and have some fun, get some rewards.
And I do enjoy rewards.
Rewards are good. Okay, so I'm supposed to inspire guardians. You have been inspired, good sir. Go get him.
Oh, excellent group updates.
Turn that in, and I have it
That
come
one
out.
is super
Good to see you.
inspired.
Indeed.
Death
He is so
to the
inspired that
dragon.
he is never going to stop fighting.
That poor, poor soldier.
Okay, I think we're heading up a path here. And this, of course, is the first moment in the game where you go, God, I wish I had a mount. Wish they would give me a mount.
Oh, wow. Did you see this?
See what?
On my character? How I ran past you?
A trickster, I see. I thought I was the rogue. Cleric's got jokes.
Ah, good to see you.
Okay, so let's see here. So, dexterity belt's the way to go.
Good luck.
High walls.
That, and I also have a
Greetings.
little Bo Peep staff now.
I wouldn't say that too loud.
Journey well.
Okay, so what I want to do is we're a little low level, but I want to go up here and see if an invasion's going on. So let's head up. You behind me?
I am.
Good.
Guardians, 2 arms. So, well, I guess 2, you know, but at least they're not asking for 4 arms.
True. Because I only have 2 arms.
Yeah, same here. That could have been rough.
We've got a quest up in
They
this town anyway.
going around thinking we're Goro and Shiva and stuff.
Goro would be pretty cool. Yeah, she would be pretty cool.
This is true.
There's another one of those flying angels. What is this? Dimension
Please
Engineer.
come, browse at your leisure.
Okay, so what this is
May your journey
this is
carry you
the
back here.
housing system. In Storm Legion, I believe it was in Storm Legion, they added a player housing system called Dimensions. Player housing is a neat thing. I enjoy it in EverQuest 2 quite a bit. The idea is that you have your own personal home in the game that you can decorate, store things in, etc. The way it works is it gives you a key. I am going to... I don't remember exactly. I think it's in the options menu. Need to add another bar here. Let's see. Action bars. There we go. So we add another bar so we can put some of this stuff up there. Buffs and trade skilling, and eventually I'll have, you know, a bunch on the side too. You'll see on my other character how I'm laid out. But I think there we go. so we have a key. I'm going to collect that item. The item gives me an ability of sorts. Okay, so if I use it, it should warp me to our dimension. Or my dimension. There's also guild dimensions. Okay, so if you look around, this is very similar to an area we were just in, where I took us around the long way. But this is my personal version of it. So I can see how there's a wall right there, so you can't go past. This is like a little house, outdoor house nonetheless, but a house. So what I can do is I can put it on the ground right there, because you know that's where you want to have a pot, right there on the ground.
Are you here to help?
Okay, so we put the pot down from the quest giver.
Good luck.
Quest giver gives you a bag of stuff. Ooh, look at all this fun stuff. And now you can drop all this stuff on the ground. There's a table. Oh, look at that. It's giving me options to move it up, down, all around. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay. Yep, planks. Not gonna do too much of this. You guys get the idea. But yeah, that's the idea of a dimension. It allows you to, you know, customize your own little world. There's tons of items in the game you can get. Some of the dimensions are houses, like for example, the basic guild hall is a tavern. Some of them are giant areas. It really depends on, you know, what you're looking for.
This is really cool.
Yeah, they did a good job with it. The actual system is well done. I'm very impressed. And then if you want to leave, you just hit leave your dimension, and it puts you right back from where you were when you clicked in. I'm actually a fan of the
very
dimensions.
impressed.
Yeah, they did a good job on it. It was something that wasn't there at launch. They added in after launch, but I like it. Okay, here we go. So there is absolutely an event going on right now. So looking at the sidebar here, you can see that there are a lot of goals that have been given to the entire zone. These are the things the zone has to do. As they go through, more bosses appear, more guys appear. You've got these guys, it says he's going up that hill. These guys are going up the hill. They're all heading towards Argent Glade. So that means we're heading towards Argent Glade. Let's do this.
A little scared.
Eh,
Not
it's
gonna
natural when you're a wimp.
lie.
So we're gonna go over to the Horticulum or whatever it is, and
Are you here to help?
finish this quest really quick. That'll help. In case anybody's wondering why it's showing me where to put my points still, it's because it's utilizing a pre-built path. When you chose your starting, like I chose Huntsman, I believe it was choose your, was it path or policy or something like that? Whatever it was in the character creation. It's actually, you're choosing a template, and the template's going to guide you through where to put your points. You by no means have to do that. You can put your points wherever you want to put them and build your character however you want. It's just kind of helping you through if you like the help. It's got a pet heal, very useful.
Oh yeah.
Okay, definitely a fight going on up here. Let's see. See all these things going on. This zone is just going crazy here. Some of these events in the bigger zones, in the higher end zones, just get crazy. Off the hook, if I could use a 80s or early 90s reference. They get extremely exciting. Okay, what's the best way to do this? I'm thinking, now there's 3 rifts down there. There's this down there.
And every time somebody makes an attack like that, you can hear them tooting their own horn.
Oh, here's a rift. Over to the side. If I hit merge public groups, you're immediately in a group with everybody else. Number of players out here. We are at the bottom.
That's fine.
That's okay.
It's not like the mobs are quite right up.
Don't worry about nothing. Nothing I say. We got a group, we're okay. Got the other tick, we're okay. I think our best course of action is to attack people that already have aggro.
I like it. Not cowardice at all.
Not at all. Just smart.
Exactly. It's dynamite.
Beast of flame.
Kill it with water.
Show you the rift. And I believe this is going to close it. Yep. So you'll see in a second it's there. And gone.
Oh, wow.
And the ground will go back to normal. Slowly. Oh, there's still an invasion force over here. There we go. Now as you can see, it's starting to heal. Okay, so on to the next one. This whole zone is just made of rifts right now, rifts and invasions. Okay, let's go to this one over here and hope we're not the only ones there.
Here, our tank got made into hot dogs and flank and bacon and...
Into meat.
Oh, yeah. Lots of very wonderful smelling meat.
We are the only ones here. So let's go back to town. Avoiding all contact.
I'm right behind you. 10 feet right behind you.
Yeah, now you're behind me. This is rift rewards. Oh, yeah, gotta get the rewards. Dust. And some netherite. High Glade's Lookout's about to fall. That'll make a foothold.
And a loud noise.
Indeed. Okay. Well, I think we've shown the overall idea of the game from here. I think now is a good point to switch over to my main character, show you the planar attunement window, show you some of the higher level crafting ideas, and show you what combat looked like at a higher level. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here, and in our next episode we will take a look at the higher level content to finish out our first look, and at the end of that we will give our opinions on what we feel of the game in its current state and why we feel that you should give this a shot. Okay, see you in the next episode.